Hi, I'm Jennifer Aaliyah. I'm from New Jersey, and this is my first Global Learn Day. I'm so excited to be a part of this team. When I was a child, I loved to read. I mean, I still do, but I would read anything that was put in front of me. In fact, I read the same cereal box every morning just because it was words and it was there, and so I couldn't resist it. But my favorite book was Madeline. You know, the big house in Paris all covered with vines? I wanted to be Madeline, and I begged my parents to send me to a boarding school in Paris so that I could live there and be just like her. That book had such an influence on me that all I wanted to do was learn to speak French. And when I got to middle school, I finally had that opportunity, and I studied it all through high school. I became a French major in college, and then I was a French professor for 12 years. Now I'm a homeschool mom, and so learning and education is a part of my everyday and still so important to me and something I really enjoy. I think back about my education, and I've had so many amazing teachers and professors. Many of them I'm still friends with in real life and on Facebook. But the biggest influence for me in terms of learning was my mom. Because from the time that we could sit at the table, we were there doing lessons every morning for a couple hours. We read books, we did math problems, we did SRA kits, which we thought were the coolest thing, even though we didn't realize that this wasn't what everybody did in the morning when they were home or on their summer break or in preschool. We cooked, we made diagrams, dioramas. She would take us to the library twice a week, and we had to check out a certain amount of books and read them, and then we'd write book reports and make Venn diagrams and do character studies. And it was just such a part of my childhood, and it really taught me the value of learning and how great it is to be able to teach something to somebody else and enjoy everything that you are learning. So even though I wasn't homeschooled as a child, I always say that my mom is the one who taught me how to homeschool, because she taught me the joy of learning and teaching and how to bring everything to my children and make it important. When I finished school, I realized that I still wanted to learn, even though I had learned so much and enjoyed it. Growing up, my best friends were a dictionary, my time at my Time Life Atlas, and then the encyclopedia, which I would stay up almost all night reading and then do cross references. And there's just so much in there. It was just an incredible resource to have in our home. So I realized that I didn't want my learning to end. There was still so much out there. And learning never has to end because there's just more than we could ever even take in. It's like a good book that you just want to keep churning the page and learn more and more. And novels come to the end, but the best thing is that learning never does, because you can always pick something else to learn about, and there's always new information. Even if you're studying history, there's more books than you could ever read. And so that's why I'm always learning, and I always want to learn. My mom always used to joke with me that she said that I'd never have brain problems because I was always trying to learn something new. She was actually impressed with how many things I was constantly studying, and even though I always consider her my mentor as far as learning and teaching. My current learning obsession, though, is gardening. I've been reading about it for a few years and finally built my own 800 square foot garden last year. And so I'm reading about different kinds of plants, how I can use them, what I should plant where, how to help my soil, how to get rid of pests, how to be more organic and be more productive, and make the soil healthier for my family and my children. My garden is my hobby, but it's also helping my family. So my question for you is, what have you learned today? And what book really changed your life and made you want to be a lifelong learner? I'm so glad that you're here, and we hope that you come along with our journey and stay with us. Thank you, and take care.